Yes, students, I was teaching you about the judicial system. Judicial system means about the laws or about the court to solve the local cases. In India also we are having High Court, Supreme Court, District Court, and these courts are specially meant to solve the problems of the people. And we have adopted the England judicial system. Now the next topic is equality before law. Now there was difference in judgment on the basis of caste system, and India with British principle of equality before law was been adopted. The Indian Penal Code was enforced all over British India with British principle of equality. Then legal cases became an expensive affair for the community and the cases remained pending for years together. Now in India also the judgment take place for a very long period. Yes. Then economic policy of the British. Now what is economic? Economic means dealing with the financial matter or the money matter. The British were on expectations to get more money from India. So many invaders settled in India and were absorbed in the Indian culture. Then they were adopting the Indian culture and settled down here because they were being benefited out of the Indians. They earned a lot from India. Then due to the capitalist, that is money, the British gained economic benefits, but India started facing economical exploitation. That means the British used to loot India and take all the money to their native place. Then land revenue policy. The British used to take or implement heavy taxes on the farmers of India. If the farmers were not able to fulfill the land revenue, then heavy penalty was being given to the farmers. Land revenue was the main source of the income of the states, and the British people used to take half of the cash or the crops from the farmers. The farmers were with heavy taxation and they lost most of the crops. The revenue was being collected in the form of grains or cash. The farmers' land was not confiscated if they paid the tax. If you pay the tax, the land is yours and you can do agriculture or you can grow crops. Now the British made lot of changes in paying of the tax. They have fixed the tax and the payment of the tax was compulsory in the form of cash. That means the Indian farmers used to pay the tax in cash to the British. And land revenue collection differed from place to place. I have already told you that also. And slowly the farmers couldn't pay the land revenue, and that's why there was bankrupt. Okay. Then if the farmers couldn't pay the land tax. Then the merchants and the brokers, they started mortgaging the land from the farmers. Okay. Lastly, the farmer had to sell his land. The farmers were exploited by the government, the zamindars, moneylenders, and the merchants. Then we go to the next topic, that is the commercialization of agriculture. Food grains were cultivated by the farmers, and it was a main source of income for or to fulfill their domestic needs. The British started giving more encouragement to cash crops like the cotton, tobacco, tea, etc. The profit giving cash crops is known as the commercialization of agriculture. Then farming or famine. In or from 1860 to 1900, India faced great famine by the British ruler but the British rulers did not take much effort to overcome it. Similarly, not much expenditure was made on provisions of water supply. Development in transport and communication system. Now, in the year 1860 to 900, India faced famine, but the British people did not bother how the people of India could survive, or they did not help the Indian people. And how the transportation or communication system started. Now see, communication, that means, or transportation, moving from one place to another, that is first railway run on the route of Mumbai to Thane. In the same year, British started telephone system in India. Due to it, all cities and military stations got connected to one another. Then they started the postal system so that we can connect with our relative by writing letters. Then, due to all this development, long-term impact on social life of Indians took place. There was increasing sense of unity among the people. Then decline of traditional industries in India. Now, huge taxes were imposed on goods of India, then exported from India to England. On the other hand, very less tax was imposed on goods imported from England to India. Development of new industries in India. Now, many Indian businessmen could not come forward in large number. Business, by overcoming these problems, then we go to the social and cultural effect. In the 19th century, Europe, a new era took shape on the basis of values like humanitarianism, democracy, nationalism, liberalism, etc. This change in West led to obvious repercussion in India. Next we'll do